everybody. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are going live today just for a little bit of time. Okay, I'm a little bit behind, so I apologize. So if anybody who comes in, you see that my time is a little bit behind, I apologize, but I'm trying to make sure I had everything set up before I decided to come on here, okay? So what we're going to do is simply just do a little chit chat, okay? There's a lot of things that I missed throughout the week. There's a lot of, drama that occurred in the LAMH, the Love and Marriage Huntsville or / Love and Hip Hop, because it looks like Wanda then got the thing started, point blank period. Wanda versus Melody, Holtz versus Scotts. It's just a lot. We got to talk about Love Marriage Huntsville, them brawling. Then we got to get into King, wannabe thug Harris. He wants to be like his damn daddy so bad. He want to be a thug so bad, y'all. And it's like, bruh, do you not understand? Your daddy almost got shot and killed, okay, out in these streets and worked hard so he can get behind the gate for you to only act like you get out here in these streets, King. Like, bruh, what are you doing? And at that, you trying to fight people down to the Waffle House. People at Waffle House do not give a damn about their life or their job, okay? They do not care, all right? So, King, we're going to have to talk about you. Monique, y'all, I don't know where I fall on this side with Monique and D.L.Hughley. I'm not going to lie. Miss Monique, it's like every time we try to give her a chance, she starts fighting people. She starts, these big arguments, and I just don't understand, what is she wanting? Like, you want this career, but you're always bringing people in to fight with. And it's like, nobody wants to do that with you all the time. And although Monique is a very, talented woman, I just don't understand, like, why it's always her. It's just her way of communicating is just not the best. And you're not going to get anywhere. So, yeah, there's just a couple of things we're going to talk about. Everybody who's joining, hey, how you doing? Let me know that you can hear me. Drop in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. And I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? Because there's some stuff I want to get into, all right? So if there's anything particular that you're interested in talking about or want to hear me talk about, y'all go ahead and drop in the comments, and I might be going into it anyways. But just in case, just drop it down in the comments, okay? So let me go over here to my little saved chart here. And we might also talk about Lil Nas X. I'm actually on the side of Lil Nas X when it comes to this BET situation. How the hell did a white boy get nominated before you? At BET, Black Entertainment Television. How did that happen? Somebody explain that to me. So, yeah, we might talk about Lil Nas X, but which one do I want to get into first? Which one do I want to get? You know what? Let's go ahead and knock out Monique and D.L.Hughley because that's the, thing that's kind of like going on right now. So, basically, we start with, I guess Monique had a show. She had a comedy special, something. And it went viral, her basically talking smack about D.L.Hughley. She was going in, calling him a BAN, telling him that he was weak. He was, working for the man. He was cooning. He was nothing but a bitch, like all that type of stuff. And everybody in the crowd is just like, ooh, and I'm just over here like, Monique, girl, you just got back in the club. Like, Monique, you just got back in the club and you already trying to get kicked out. Like, don't do that, Monique. Don't do it. And sure enough, here she is, like she's attacking somebody else. And I want to say it is attacking what Monique is doing. Like, you have these issues with people, but you never go to the person. I just want, okay, Lucky, I got you. That's what we talking about right now, okay? That's what we talking about right now. We're gonna get into it, all right? Monique and D.L.Hughley, like I said, she was attacking him, essentially attacking his family, his relationship, just everything. And I'm just trying to understand, like, if you have this issue with him, why aren't you going to him to discuss it? Every time Monique has had an issue with somebody, she always deals with them on a public forum. And then when they rebuttal, it's like, oh, y'all fight me. I'm the black woman dealing with this. And everybody knows there's certain dog whistles, especially when it comes to black people, that get the people started, that get the cookout burning, okay? And so here she is with her typical woe is me black woman card, and it's causing like a fuss. And at this point, what do you think? Like, do you think Monique has approached the situation with D.L.Hughley the best way? Do you feel like she was getting her point across with D.L.Hughley? Because I feel like she's not understanding the certain way you approach somebody. Your message is going to get lost in translation, Monique. Like, if you're calling me a whole bunch of bitch asses and you talking about my family, I'm more focused on that than the fact that you trying to, point the finger at me about some goddamn contract that I had nothing to do with in the first place. Like, what goes on with your contract is going on with your party. They're supposed to handle that, not me. So nonetheless, she basically D.L.Hughley, he rebutted on his little morning show or podcast or whatever. And Monique basically said, yeah, nigga. Okay, but drop the contract and then we could talk. Unless you got proof, because she always got receipts, she says. So unless you got proof, then cut it. Well, D.L.Hughley posted his little proof. Okay, not only did he post his proof, he posted, ticket stubs. He posted his emails. He posted at least 3 things that had proof of, what he was doing on the comedy tour or on the comedy special or whatever. And so I'm looking like, okay, Monique, you called his bluff. And he said, hey, draw forward. Like, how's that for you? For a bitch ass nigga. Who's that? What's that for? And so now it's like, all right, Monique, what you gonna do? And Monique posted her stuff and her, as I say, contract memo or whatever. But a lot of people put mention in that and emphasis on the fact that both of them posted only contract memos, which basically it's like the pre-contract before the signed contract, It's like, okay, this is what I'm agreeing to. I go in and scratch, whatever I like, whatever I don't like, and then we get to the legit contract after that, right? And so both of them posted it, but then you start looking a little closer, and then you realize, wait a minute, his says headliner, and Monique says headliner. So they're both in their truths, absolutely. Monique is thinking, okay, I'm going to be a headliner. I'm going to be the main one on the show. Like, I'm going to be the one closing, all of these things. And then D.L.Hughley, we go look at him, and his is saying that he's the highest paid. He's closing out the show. You see the timestamps. He's at 9:45. She's at 8 something. But on hers, it shows that he's at 8 something and she's at 9 something. So they both really were right in valid in their truth. So then everybody started to say, well, damn, the problem ain't each other. It's the promoter. It's the promoter. And what it looked like is the promoter was trying to guarantee that he had both of them. So he gave both of them basically gave both of them a paper that both of them wanted to see. Like, you're both going to see, basically he sold them both the dream. So they would both come on. I think he wanted both of them along. And in order to do that, I'm going to sell both of them that, hey, look, you the headliner. Hey, you the headliner. But in all actuality, all you did is cause chaos and confusion, because if we both waiting at the curtains at 9 o'clock and we both looking at each other like, who getting ready to go? You said, I just want them to drop it. I agree with you that it wasn't the best way to handle the situation. I guess she feels a way, but just handle it differently. And that's what I feel. That's really what I feel. Monique has, at every turn, when she has these confrontations with people, is taking it in such a dark turn. Like, as they say, you'll catch flies with more honey than shit, basically. Like, she's not getting to what she wants, which is acknowledgement, which is, I'm sorry. Like, she's not getting the acknowledgement that she's really wanting out of people, because I'm going to want to sit there and talk to you, woman. If you have been calling me all types of coons and bitches and talking about my wife and my relationship and, my family's all this and that. Then, DL, considering her DL and stuff like that, she was just throwing everything out there with him. And so DL low-key kind of read her a good one. He read her a good one with how he basically said, you're an occupational hazard. How is it that not only now it's Tyler Perry, it's Oprah, it's Steve Harvey, now it's me. Like, it's like, it's just only one common denominator, Monique. It's only one person in common with all of these situations, and it is you. And nobody wants to do that. Oh, y'all trying to point out a black woman. Oh, take a black woman down. And I think Monique does that as a like a safety net for when people attack her. It's like, look, they're attacking me because I'm a Black woman. But in all actuality, really, Monique, we just telling you, like, bitch, you just went about this the wrong way. And because I am a fan of you, Monique, and I do like, Queens of Comedy was my thing. Kings and Queens of Comedy was like comedy gold for people who really in that era. Drop down in the comments if you were part of the Queens and Kings of Comedy era. Let me know if that's you. If you know the Kings and Queens of Comedy era, the Shaq's All-Star Comedy era, like that was some good comedy, y'all. So I really just feel like Monique is angry. Like, she just, what are you mad for all the time? And I also do agree too, D.L., he kind of checked her in the aspect of, look, now Monique, okay, here's the thing. You have this comedy special, you're getting your foot back in the water. People are opening the doors back to you, and they come to you for a comedy special, and in the midst of the comedy special, you talking shit. Talking stone cold shit about somebody, and you're like, people want to come and laugh, and like you just kind of missed the opportunity to show people what made you a queen of comedy. Like, people, like, you would have gotten more people to be like, damn, I'm gonna go to the comedy show because Monique still got it. Monique still got it. She's still funny. She proved to everybody, including Netflix, including Netflix, that it was, I'm worth the money that I'm asking for, but it's just like, you're not doing that. You're not Monique. It's like you're causing fights constantly, and it's all these little fires everywhere, and I just don't think you understand that you're really starting to put yourself on an island where nobody wants to save you from it. Like, you are excluding yourself, you and your little daddy, your husband daddy, I don't know, whatever he want to call himself. Plus, I heard that the contracts was through his management or something like that. So if it's through your husband daddy, and the contracts is messed up through him, ma'am, you're looking at the wrong people. You need to get your ass up, okay? Contact your lawyers and say, look, this is not what I was promised. This is not the coin. Hello, the coin. Let's see. Hey, Miss, what is your name? Miss Colette Lucas, thank you for joining. I appreciate you for tuning in. We get into Miss Monique's ears. She acting a plum fool right now, and I can say that she acting the ass because that's my girl, okay? But thank you for tuning in. We got a lot more to talk about, but we're gonna end all right here on Monique really fast. But yeah, I absolutely agree, Lucky. Right, she's starting to be more talked about because of the fights instead of her undeniable talent she has. That's right on the money. Every time we're talking about Monique, we're talking about a fight. Who she's getting into it with. Now, who else she has a problem with. Now, this is somebody else that's messing me over. Everybody's always, it's me. Everything's always happening to me. But you would have made such an impact had it went a video leaked of like a comedy, like a snippet of your special, and the shit been funny, girl. That would have shot you forward. Like, people would have been buying tickets because it's like, people go to Monique for the nostalgia, and nobody wants to go. If we know this is all you're going to do is be in a comedy show talking shit about other people, like, I'm not going to waste my money on that. I'm going to, go, I want to spend my money on a comedy show. So it's just like, damn, Monique, like, I want to ride with you, dog. I want to be with you, but when you right, you right, and you wrong, you wrong. And Monique, I'm sorry. Like, I just really feel like in this situation, you really went about it the wrong way. You're not going to get what you want out of the situation, like talking shit about people. Like, if you want that acknowledgement, like to actually want to be genuine and say sorry, then you have to take the approach differently. It just always seems it's, oh, the person I got an issue with, I'm going to attack them publicly first. And then it's now, oh, why don't you come and talk to me? Let's talk it out. Well, bitch, you didn't want to talk it out with me in the first place. Like, what if you really wanted to talk it out? You would have got my number, and if you cool with DL, like you said, you said you cool with DL, Monique, you would have messaged him, correct? But instead, she'd rather go on a public rampage, and you're just not getting nowhere, Monique. We really was trying to help. After you and Lee Daniels apologized, it was like, yeah. Can you guys see me? It just went blank. Let me know that you guys can see me, that it's back up on y'all screen. Let me know you guys can see me. My Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit, so if I went black on the screen, I apologize. Let me know that you guys can see me though. It's back up. But basically, we're gonna end on this. Basically, Monique, look, girl, we let you back. You just after apologizing, Lee Daniels was good, and people was ready to see you tackle your new rebranding of your career. Basically, you're gonna rise from the ashes like a phoenix, bitch. But if you keep it up like this, girl, ain't nobody gonna work with you, and that's just point blank, period. And that's on God. Like, girl, I want to see you win, but I can't stand behind you as a black woman. Like, I want to stand behind you, but I can't stand behind you when you're wrong just because you're a black woman. Just like for black men, they feel like, well, you supposed to be for the people, but nigga, you wrong. Like, I can't stand behind wrong behavior. And I'm just Oh, we back. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My Wi-Fi is acting up. We're having bad weather down here in Texas. So it's kind of messing with the Wi-Fi. But all right, y'all. Enough of Monique. Let's go ahead and move on. And we're going to get to this other ignorant black men. When y'all going to do better with y'all sons? When y'all going to do better with y'all sons? King. Yeah, King wannabe Thug Harris. That's what I want to call him. King wannabe Thug Harris thought that he was gonna go to Waffle House, be able to talk cash money, and nobody say nothing to him. Just everybody was gonna be quiet, let you run your little light skin ass mouth, okay, big swole ass lips, looking like you just got stung in them. You thought people was gonna listen to you and your nappy head wannabe worm braid out and listen to you talk shit all day and then not say nothing at Waffle House of all places. They ignorant up at Waffle House. They will take that goddamn spatula off the frying skillet and burn your ass with it. Watch. But let's back up. Let's back up how this all started. So King Harris went live and he's going live. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh, yes. Hold on. What is King, aka albino alpaca? Man, if that is not accurate, albino alpaca. He came out all types of clear. Okay, he came out all types of clear. Everybody else got at least got a little tinge to him. That nigga got none. So we back up and basically King is on live and all of a sudden we just hear him talking about, man, stop running your mouth. Tell your mother happy Mother's Day. Tell your mother happy Mother's Day. And it was like, boy, you just got your ass beat in high school. Y'all remember when he got his ass beat in school? I remember. Ain't nobody, at least I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot. In the bathroom, yeah. And so you see he's been hanging around some little thuggards. I'm gonna call them little thuggards. He's been hanging around this little group of friends who really ain't his friends, because if they were really your friends, they wouldn't have let you go live. They wouldn't have let you talk smack like that at somebody, because they know how much that you have to lose. They know how much that your life is easily, could be ruined doing stupid shit like this. Them ain't really your friends. Them your little street niggas that's you got on payroll. And best believe, T.I. ran from the streets. And if your daddy ran from the streets to get behind the gate, what you doing trying to hop back over that bitch, King? So like I said, King, he went live and he thought he was really doing something, embarrassing other folks. You thought you was doing something. He pulling out the money, talking about, I can pay for this whole restaurant in one pocket. I got the money for this restaurant in one pocket. He pulling the money out and waving it, on the camera and stuff like that. And it was like, here we go with this rich spoiled kid brat shit. Like, Here we go. And of all people, I'm not surprised it's King, because when I watched Family Hustle, King was always the one, just really, you could tell he always wanted to take the shortcut. He always wanted to, be the jokester and the attention seeker. Like, you don't see anybody else really like out there like that. Deja, private as hell. Zanique, private as hell. Damani, Messiah, private as hell. But then you get to King. And King, he wants all of the fame, the glory. He wants all the accolades without having the work to do the accolades. You can definitely tell T.I. understands his son is, definitely not the one to be endorsing, because we've seen T.I. really, really kind of push in advertising Damani. He's constantly posting Damani's music. He's constantly posting about, collabing with Damani and Messiah. How many times have we seen T.I. post King in his music? How many times? I can think of one. And then when you listen to King's music, it's very self-explanatory why. King is taking the easiest route of, it's all about, fuck bitches, get money. Oh yeah, give me slap top and the drop top. Like, it's just like, bruh, you 17. Bruh, you 17. Your nuts ain't even dropped yet. Like, come on now. Like, King, he want to be hard so bad. Like, literally, the only thing I could comment in the comment section when I saw that video, I said, bruh, your real name is Clarence. Cut it out. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. I don't know about y'all, though. I don't know about T.I. and Tiny having a good marriage, but I mean, they still together. But at the end of the day, your real name is Clarence and your parents is married and you live behind a gate. You get to go play hard while you out in the streets and then go sleep safe and sound when you get home behind the gates. But I think it's just not only is it bad that he has this type of behavior, but the fact that his dad enables it. And you're right, Colette, girl, T.I. is going to end up burying his son. He needs to tell his son his real life actions. Exactly. It's all good and dandy to be street until the street shit pop off. And real niggas who in the street want to get out, because it's like the streets is loyal to nobody, which is one thing that always confuses me, how it's like, oh, snitches get stitches, but you'll hear every gang nigga talk about, man, these streets ain't loyal to nobody. So why you being loyal to the streets, my nigga? Like, if these streets ain't loyal, bro, you supposed to be getting in and then getting out. You supposed to make your dough and go. Like, that's how that's supposed to go. I just can't. Right. Exactly. Right here. He yelled at Waffle House employees who have nothing to lose. Okay, Waffle House employees, when I tell you they got nothing to lose. And then so he does move around, because in the video he was like, because the dude was like, man, the cook heard him going back and forth with the girl and told the girl, man, just stop talking to him. Here go King. What you talking about? Why you up in it? He was like, like, who are you? He's like, man, who are you? He's like, you know who I am. Your mama know who I am too. And I was just like, come on, bruh. And it's like, you know who I am. You know who my mom and daddy is. And that's where he takes his pride in being T.I.'s son. But it's like, T.I., just because that's your daddy don't mean you can't get checked. Still don't mean a bullet can't catch a hot one in your ass. Doesn't mean that you still can get locked up, King. Like, this is real world. And you want to play street, but sometimes when you play, it goes a little too far. And we've kind of reached the point of no return in understanding at this point, all King wants to do, he want to smoke, he want to drink, he want to have sex with girls unprotected. Clearly, we all know that his daddy was a very big advocate of him out there, having sex with girls. But the minute his daughter, God forbid his daughter decide that she wants to explore her sexual woes, it's, let me take her to the hospital, make sure that her hymen is still intact. We all remember that, right? But yeah, I think King tries to rely on the fact that, oh, because my daddy is who he is, ain't nobody gonna want to touch me. But little do you know, that makes people want to touch you more. It's because it's trying to prove a point of, nigga, you think your daddy can save you, but let me show you that he can't. And next time somebody see you, it's gonna be bow, right on sight. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing he can do about it. You gonna be in a box. And then all that playing big, big bad tough ain't really, it's just not it, bruh. Like, why are you trying to live a life that everybody, it'd be different if didn't nobody know you lived the life that you live. But King, everybody knows how you were raised. Everybody knows how you were raised, King. So everybody can see that you putting on. Like, everybody knows that you grew up in a 20,000 square foot house behind a gate with a security guard. So why are you out there talking about gang, 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 getting a whole bunch of tattoos, tatted across your neck? Like, you want to be hard so bad until your ass get. Basically my thought is, okay, let them play hard. Get locked up and let's see how hard you stay. Okay. They like little pretty boys like you. I mean, you ugly to me, but in jail, you would be a hot commodity. Your ass would definitely be getting passed around for a pack of ramen noodles and some cheese doodles. Okay. Best believe it's some little Debbie cakes. That's what would happen. Your ass would be getting passed around for a pack of noodles and some little Debbie cakes. And like you said, expeditiously. They will pass you around so fast. And especially for the fact that you T.I. son. Like, you think that's a protection for you, but it's really not. It's really not. You're only more of a moving target. And people know that you are willing to be confrontational with everybody is the fucking problem. And so his dad decides he wants to come out and say, well, we all know what my son just did. We all saw what he did. And, me and his uncles, we had to talk and sit down with him. And we just had to let Kang know, the people that you talking to, as some people, when they see you at such a young age, being able to move free, and being able to live the life that you live, there's gonna be some jealousy expected. Sir, did we watch the same video? Did we watch the same video? Your son was talking out of not only both sides of his neck, but out of his ass. And was nobody supposed to say something? Like, people were just supposed to tolerate that because, oh, he's a rich kid? That's the problem. That's literally the problem. And it's like, oh, we couldn't prove anymore. Nigga, you your daddy's son. You was your daddy's son. And I'm either thinking, if T.I. genuinely thinks that way, then we're in a rude awakening. King, I give it 5 years. I give it 5 years. In between now and the next 5 years, the nigga's either getting stabbed or shot. I bet my left pinky toe on that. Give it 5 years, y'all. He's gonna either be got stabbed or shot. Whether he lives through it, I don't know. But I'm letting you know, I see a stabbing or shooting within the next 5 years if he keeps going the way he's going. And he gonna start building a record. But you not worried about how your son's turning out because, as long as they fuck, bitches get money. But your daughters, they supposed to be the ones with the ball and chain on their ankles to be able to act right. You see? You said that's generous. I call 3. I call 3. I mean, that 2, 3. I was giving him a little leeway room because I'm just hoping that it wouldn't be that soon. That's all it was. You said a heavy Negro side. Really, just a good old heavy Negro side. What you say? He need to be teaching his son that if you want to act and talk like a grown man, then be ready to deal with them grown man consequences that come after the fact. Abso-freaking-lutely. When he go to jail, who gonna be posting bail? You guys, since you put that money out your pocket like you was whipping your dick on the table, I guess have your homies ready for it. Give your homies that bail money. Bet they gonna run off with it. You get locked up, your homies gonna be calling you, putting money on your books and all types of stuff. The men that you are hanging around, the King, do not care about you. They don't. You see Damani, Messiah, everybody, they stay out the way. Everybody. But then you get to this little troll-headed ass nigga King, and it's like he want to be hard so bad. Like, you just hit puberty. just hit puberty. Like I said, your nuts ain't even dropped yet, for real, for real. And you feel like just because you done had sex with a couple of girls, then you a man now. Okay, and you gonna get humbled real quick, King. Keep acting that way. You lucky a Waffle House employee and come around the side of your face with a goddamn frying pan, because Waffle House, black people, Waffle House niggas is a different type of niggas. This is what I'm telling you. And we see T.I. basically enabling him, basically calling the reason that people were getting to it with him is because they was jealous of his lifestyle, jealous of how the fact that he's so young and got money. And it's like you're just absolving him of all of his bad behavior. Like, what the fuck is that? And I'm hoping he's just doing that for the public, and behind scenes he got into King's ass. But a part of me feels like, no, that's how he really feels. That's how he really thinks. And that's unfortunate. It just is what it is. Only thing I can tell you is when you get locked up, don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Tell me what you guys think about King. Do you guys feel like that he do you guys feel like he'll have a wake-up call, or is he going to continue down this road? Do you feel like he's going to just keep going with this, or there's ever going to be like that moment where he wakes up and was like, oh shit, like maybe what I'm doing is not going about this the right way. You know, maybe what I'm doing isn't, you know, how I really want to live. Because the truth is, like, he's not really working on like good music or towards his career because he doesn't feel like he have to. Like, oh, my daddy's T.I., like, oh, you know, I can make money, do a little things here and there, but you're not really building a career for yourself, King, not by any means. But you see Messiah, he's in music production. Damani, he works on music, and Damani's music is good. It really is. He has a song with D Smoke, and that's really good, and Henny Crystals, that's really good. Burnout is really good. Like, I really feel like Damani's he's moving. But King, with your little jumping on stage, ha, ha, ha. She want to hop on my dick and dip it. And it's like, what? Sir, I can't. Moving on. Oh my God. Moving on. Hi, how are you doing? I appreciate you for joining the live. Miss Mask Hysteria, it's been a long time here, though. Let's get it. I appreciate you for tuning in. I know I'm definitely going to you stupid. You said no, he gonna take that nigga around. He sure is. Yeah, I'm just trying to hopefully he'll reach that point, because you 17, bruh. At 18, you talking about you a man? Oh, you gonna be a man for real at 18, and they gonna definitely try your ass as an adult to make a point. Just to be sure that you know, King, once you hit 18, you might be looking clear, okay? But best believe your license still say black. You still a nigga, okay, to these white folks, all right? Especially when they pull up T.I.'s history and his little rap sheet, and then they start seeing that, oh, you starting to get a rap sheet too? Oh, they're gonna have a field day with your ass. So like I said, on 3, 1, 2, 3, what we gonna tell King? Don't drop the soap. Yes, like I said, let's go ahead and move on, okay? So who else did I want to talk about? Yes. So you guys, things is going from Love and Marriage Huntsville to Love and Hip Hop real fast. Real fast. So like 2 days ago, it leaked that a live of Melody, like in her car, basically just chit-chatting, and you start hearing commotion in the back. And so all of a sudden, Melody gets up and she's like, wait, Martell, think about the kids, Martell, don't do it. And you just hear zoom, running, and you just start hearing Melody, Martell, don't do it, please. And you just like, uh-oh. And so it was rumored that the Scotts and Holtz is getting to it again. And so now, like after the fight, the live went, you know, everybody started talking about it. Everybody as well started going live between Wanda, Melody, Stormy. They all kind of went live and was discussing a little bit of what happened. Of course, they can't give the full details because they were filming and it's going to be for the show. But you know, they kind of gave their little, you know, depiction of what happened. And from what I can understand, Destiny was having an event, I guess the opening of her store or something like that. She asked Wanda to be basically the food service. Come on, girl, get you your free publicity. You know, come with Wanda showing up potatoes. Girl, I heard they was mean. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Wanda looked like the mama who can't cook. Wanda don't look like she look it looked like she barely seasons. She look like she throw a little bit of this, a little bit of that. She look like she barely used Lawry's. She look like she barely used Tony's. She look like she throws salt and pepper on everything and call it a day. I'm sorry. Wanda just does not look like she can cook. Okay. And I grew up with a mama who can cook. Okay. Let me tell you. And Wanda, them pictures of them potatoes that everybody was showing, girl, it was not looking good. But nonetheless, it was rumored that Wanda and Melody started getting into it. Like everybody was there, from Wanda to Van to Melody, like everybody was there. So Wanda, it alleged that she, I guess, called herself like walking up behind Melody and like either fake coming after her or really attempting to come after her behind her back. And that set shit ablaze. Like, I don't know what happened, but it caused a trickle effect. And now people's out here, damn near, everybody's signing damn near petitions trying to get Wanda off the show. And I'm not gonna lie, I can understand, do I feel like a petition's a little bit merch, but I can understand everybody's sentiments of like, Wanda, okay, boo-boo, you starting to get a little crazy, you starting to act a little you too old to be acting like this is what we saying. For the show, it's understood that, start a little drama here and there, but now it's starting to get to the point where it's like, it's almost understood that Wanda feels validated by this new fame. She feels validated by the new attention, and she feels like she's doing something right. But now, honestly, Miss Wanda, no, you're not. Like, you're really starting mess, and people trying to be respectful because you Tisha mama. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. People are trying to be respectful because you Tisha mama. But that ain't gonna last much longer. Let me tell you something, Miss Wanda. It ain't gonna last too much longer with you coming into scenes, fucking shit up, and being a bull in China shop and leaving. I'm really surprised Kimmy ain't gotten to your ass for the second time. But for Melody to be getting into it with Wanda, and I guess she said something about Melody's kids. And so that was another thing too. Like Wanda talking about, kids ain't off limits. And it's like, Wanda, I don't think that's how you want to go. I don't think that's where you want to go, woman. I guess she either questions the paternity of the last baby of Melody's or something like that. And sorry, as the soldier suit happens, please. Okay. I hear you. I promise you, I'm trying to get better. I promise you. Shatanya, I'll let you read, but girl, I need to get it started as soon as the show have. I promise I'm working. Girl, life be lifing. I promise. Life be lifing, and I'm gonna do better. That's how I'm gonna say I'm gonna do better. All right. Speaking of that, would that be something that y'all would want me to do, like after the episodes, maybe do like a live after the episode and like talk about it? Because that could be something that I start doing to maybe it would be late, but I don't ever think people are up like that late to be, going live after episodes come on. Is that an option that you guys would be into? Drop it down in the comments and let me know. But yeah, Miss Wanda definitely is just kind of starting to feel herself. She has her little one-liners of talking about, don't buy nobody who buys shoes that come out of a box. And it's kind of like, damn, Wanda, we know you done bought a couple of pairs of shoes, probably from the swap meet. From the sounds of it, you and Tisha grew up across the tracks, okay? Across the tracks. So it's like, why are you, trying to, I don't know, like, I feel like she just has established this weird, thing with her daughter and with people, and she only knows how to be confrontational, especially with women. And I really feel like I want to know Wanda's backstory. Like, we haven't heard anything in particular between Tisha and Wanda's backstory in particular. And I really would be interested in that. Like, how did Wanda grow up? Like, what, her getting pregnant so young, like, what was that like? I really want to dig into Wanda a little bit more. If Wanda's going to be on the show, don't y'all feel like that would be like, don't we need more of that? Because like, we need to figure out what makes Wanda. Why is she that way? Why is it like you're not only confrontational with women, but you're teaching your daughter to be confrontational with women, competition-wise with women? Like, that's not healthy, But now, also, what this does mean is it might be a free for all in this bitch now that the Scots and Holtz is back fighting again. Man, do y'all think Martell gonna air it out? Here's the question: do y'all think now that the Scots and Holtz is back on World War III, Huntsville, Armageddon, do you feel like Martell is gonna start airing shit out? Do y'all think he'll start doing that? Between him and Ariane, one of them two is airing shit out. I'm sorry. When that next season come, one of them is airing it out. For sure. For sure. And Martell as well recently said that him and Melody filmed he says that Melody and him finally filmed it, like some little interview he did the other day, basically trying to beg for his old life back, basically trying to give his I'm sorry's and I love yous to Melody and I shouldn't have fucked up and I wish God had showed me. I wish God had showed me how my life would have turned out had I learned to not stop cheating on my wife. You know, whatever, nigga. Like, you only sorry because you got caught. Point blank, period. That's all it is. You only sorry that you got caught and sorry that she left. That's it. I got you, girl. I got you, Shatanya. I got you. I promise I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna work on it, okay? So he was, after he did that little interview, basically talking about him and Melody filming for the first time. That says a lot because we know Martell and Melody had put her foot down with filming with him. And I think, you know, now that Martell is kind of on this, like, you know, I'm trying to get my life together tease, he realized, like, oh, snap, like, I'm messing up not only with myself, but with other people around me. And I low-key need some people around me to film with. And if they ain't trying to film with me, bitch, I ain't got no money. If I ain't got no money, I can't pay for my kids. If I can't pay for my kids, then they're gonna have to stay over there at Melody house, which is low-key kind of what he wanted, but he still want his kids. Because I think Martell really loves his kids, and he is a more involved dad than most. Okay, we just seen some ancient daddies like Marceau and Maurice a little bit, actually, if we want to be honest. But yeah, you know, I do think, you know, he wants to do better for his kids, but doesn't know how. He refuses to go to therapy. We need to start seeing Dr. Francis in more therapy sessions with these men on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Point blank, period. All of them, between Maurice, Marceau, and Martell. I feel like if we had all three of them, just like we saw Maurice and Martell that one episode in a therapy session, we need that with all three of them in there. If we get Maurice, Marceau, and Martell all in a therapy session together, I feel like that would be a really good thing to see, but also them individually, because we need to dig into Marceau's ass, okay? Marceau hiding something. He hiding something, because the way he acts is just like, nigga, we see you. Like, you know, we see you acting out, right? He thinks he's the smartest person in the room, and that's the problem. But now that Martell and Melody have finally filmed, you know, everybody's saying, you know, oh, Melody, she's, you know, trying to defend Martell because in the fight, Martell, no. And it's like, she's not defending him because she still loves him. She's defending him because at the end of the day, that's the father of her kids. And if he ain't making no money, bitch, she got to pick up the slack. And like, I ain't trying to pick up your slack, nigga. Like, so I need you to chop, get it together. With them finally filming, he did kind of allude to, you know, me and her really just had to sit down and, you know, talk to each other about what we wanted and be better co-parents. And I think Martell had to eat a lot of shit to realize, like, I got to really apologize to Mel. That way she'll feel comfortable filming with me because I really need this money. And I think that's really why Mel did it. I think Mel started filming with him because she knows he needs the money, period. Ain't nobody drinking your wine. Ain't nobody buying your calendar. Ain't nobody reading the kids' book. Like, all of these things that you keep throwing out there for these get-rich-quick schemes. Like, Martell, find what you really love. You like working out. Like, that's what it was. He did a workout book, too. Ain't nobody buying that either. Like, maybe start a training program. I think Martell would do good doing a suit line. You always wear a suit. Hell, the suits be too tight back in the day. Like, they're still, like, genuinely nice-looking suits. So, I mean, maybe you could start a suit line, a tie line, something. I feel like you would be more successful there because you need to stay in the realm where men are the bigger consumers. Because I hate to break it to you, my nigga, women ain't buying your shit, okay? We ain't gonna be buying your stuff. Now, see, there's a lot of men, ain't shit niggas out there who are looking to to buy stuff. You know, at the end of the day, most men are always going to be ain't like you. So, you know, you need to appeal to your demographic, okay? And those are the people you need to work around. And, you know, ancient dudes always need to buy a suit. So go mix and mingle in that arena, okay? Not wine, not calendar books, not children's books, none of that. Because you didn't give a damn about them same children when you was out there frolicking and dipping your tip in coleslaw, was you? Coming back with mayonnaise and rubbing it all over Melody stuff. Just double dipping, nasty ass. Just double dipping. Just double. And you know, they got pregnant multiple times at the same time, twice. According to Arion's interview, they were pregnant together at the same time twice, y'all. Niggatry. Just niggatry. That's the only word I can think of it. Niggatry. Come on now. If I the fuck? And you got daughters, and this is how you this is what you're doing? And then here you is what you say, Shatanya. Let's see. Marceau probably dealing with the woman who also in a marriage. They both have something to lose. I know someone who was in a secret relationship. Yeah. Speaking of secret relationship, it reminds me of the damn show that's on MTV now. Help, I'm in a secret relationship. How does that happen in this generation that we in? How are you in a secret relationship in 2022? But I mean, I guess whatever you accept is what, you know, whatever you let people give you is what you'll accept. And like, unfortunately, Martell, he found him the girl that, you know, basically was determined to be the HBIC. Marceau found him like J. Cole and that song, Only for That Got Shit to Lose. Okay, only fuck with bitches that got shit to lose. That's what you're supposed to do. Marceau figured out, if I'm gonna be married, I need to mess with me a girl who married. Because so both of us have a little incentive not to have set shit ablaze, is basically what happened. Now, though, speaking of Marceau, now that I'm thinking about it, word around curve, it done got out that there's a little bit more information to what the baby could possibly be, who the baby could possibly be, and how old and everything. Allegedly on a live, somebody came through talking about the baby was like with somebody from Tisha's side of the family or some shit like that. And it's just kind of like, if Marceau got a baby and he hiding it, I think Tisha knows. I do think Tisha knows, and she's just like, let me try to keep sweeping it under the rug. All this dirt keeps flying out, but let me keep trying to sweep it under the rug because I need to let everybody, you know, see that we're happily married. And it's like, girl, it's written all over your face that you are struggling boots. The fact that man went to Africa by himself, who does that? Who goes to Africa, like the motherland, and you got Black children, and you think, I'm gonna go without my kids, I'm gonna go without my wife? They wouldn't want to experience something like that. And if he went for a whole month, that I heard, if he went for a whole month and there was no inviting of the kids or your wife, that says a lot. That says a lot. You're doing that you would never expect that you would allow Tisha to do. You think you would let Tisha off the hook going off to Africa for a whole month by herself? Nigga, please. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. It's just like the niggatry out here. A lot of men, y'all just don't act right. And then y'all want women to stick around for it, be team wife, as Tisha is. You found you the right dumb motherfucker, okay? Because she's always gonna be team wife. And she's so insistent on proving the social media world wrong and so insistent on proving everybody else wrong that she's only torturing herself in the long run. Like, you're only making it harder for you. And hopefully I'm right in this theory of, I feel like Tisha is trying on just enough to get that house built because she wants that house. Tisha has been talking about this house for a long time. I think she's been holding on just enough to get Wanda what she needs out of the situation, which is, we're going to get my mama a business, because if my mama got money, I ain't got to worry about giving it to her. So I think she about to milk Marceau for what it's worth, okay? We about to milk Marceau. He gonna buy my mama this food truck. We're going to build this house, okay? And then when countdown happens, T-3, 2, 1, bitch, here are the divorce papers. Like, I really hope that's what she does, because at least in them getting divorced, she can walk away with the house. Like, she can be able to take him for the house. And as you know, time goes on too, Marceau ain't gonna be able to even fight back, because it's too much evidence, it's too much allegations, there's just too much out there about all the stuff you doing to your wife, okay, and all the ways that you don't really appreciate your kids because you almost took one of the motherfuckers out with peanut butter. And all the proof is just stacking against you of like, bruh, she gonna be able to walk away with half for sure. As she said, if I found out you got a baby, I would divorce you and take you for everything you have. And do it, and do. Take it for every motherfucking thing he got. Leave Marceau out there crying in the rain like Martell is. Instead of singing in the rain, have the nigga crying in the rain. Just crying in the rain because he done let his little dipstick get him caught up in stuff without community peen. I just can't stand niggas like Marceau. I don't know which one's worse. No, the Marceaus of the world are worse than Martell. The Maurice and Marceaus of the world, because the Martells, they're just dumb. They just follow their dicks, basically. But the Marceaus and Maurices, they do it, but it's the mind play that comes with it that just, like, one thing that gets under my skin, I say it all the time, do not play on my intelligence. And Marceau is constantly trying to play on the public's intelligence. And bruh, we not dumb. We see you on this channel, and then on one time you want to be like, oh, this is a real marriage. Exactly. So if this is a real marriage and we're seeing real marriage on the TV show that y'all are showing us, that means that we are critiquing, therefore, real marriage shit that's happening in y'all's relationship. And so what we're seeing in your relationship is not conducive to being a healthy, long-standing one. Marceau, you mad at Lewis because he called your shit out? Big hip Lewis, okay? You mad because he called your shit out? Marceau, get the out of here, bro. Get out of here. Just another black man wasting time. Speaking of, we gonna end on that because there's some more stuff with Marceau and the Love Marriage Huntsville that's gonna come out. So I'll keep y'all updated. But that just reminded me of something I wanted to touch on really fast. I didn't get a chance to talk about. Speaking of black men picking up the community, y'all see that man got 30 kids? That man with 30 kids? He 33 with 30 kids? 33 with 30 kids. Huh? Nigga, you got started at 14, 15, and the way he was boasting about it, did y'all see that? The way he was boasting about having 30 kids and then slapping that little banner across it, which is like, it's the new thing. Like, that legacy trap, that legacy talk is like it's the new trap. Oh, I'm gonna build a legacy, baby. We're gonna leave something behind. We're gonna have a legacy. What's your legacy though? Just because you got kids doesn't mean you have a legacy. Just because let me repeat that. Just because you have kids doesn't mean you have a legacy. Just because you have kids doesn't mean you have a legacy. Legacy means my last name opened doors before I even get to the motherfuckers, okay? My last name brings me from the bottom of the list to the top of the list. My last name, Tyler Perry. Perry opens up some doors. Winfrey opens up some doors. Kardashians opens up some doors. You know, my last name, Legacy, West opens up some doors, right? My last name basically beats me before I even get there. That's what legacy means. And so you feel like, oh, you done built this whole thing, and you got to be proud of it because there's no other way to be about it. You can't sit there and be ashamed because it's like now you're saying you ashamed of your kids. So now basically he's got to pull the, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. My pull-in game ain't weak because I don't pull out. If you dudes want to brawl, why don't y'all get vasectomies? Why? Y'all are so illogical with the fact that, oh, if I get a vasectomy, you taking my manhood. Y'all really be that dumb? Y'all really be that dumb? You don't want to spend $3 on a pack of condoms, but you'd rather spend $50, $50, $60, I don't know how much them bitches are, on some Plan B pills, and then spend $300 on multiple abortions every single time, but you could just get one snip and not have to worry about that. Does that make sense? You niggas is stupid. So nowadays, we got another black man out here creating fatherless homes, and all he can think about is the money aspect of it, which is what most men do. Oh, I can take care of them. That's $20,000 on the truck floor right now. That's $20,000 on the truck floor right now. Sir, I take care of my kids. When I go outside, I can buy whatever I want. But then 2 minutes later, be like, but if my baby mama's asking me, I ain't got it though. So how are you taking care of your kids if when your baby mama's asking for money, you ain't got it? And y'all, the front row kids, they were all at least under 4. All the kids were under 4. He was pulling some Nick Cannon stuff. He was having sex with multiple women at the same goddamn time. I really want him to be on there. Iyanla people. Can you please come back? I'm begging you. Iyanla, there's so many people out here who need your help. Like, it reminded me of that one episode of Iyanla. We've seen this before. The dude had like almost 40 kids, right? And now here it is. We got another one. He boasting and stuff, but it's like, nigga, deep down, you got issues. And I think men don't want to understand the psychology between them, their connection with women. And I was talking about this with my brother. And I saw a video as well on Instagram he was talking about why men cheat, because it's the easiest way to feel like a man. Because when you have sex with a woman, that's when a man is one of the times the man feels the most manliest after he didn't have, he hooked up with a woman. Because, I done killed the coochie, type stuff. Like, men are empowered and feel more manly after hooking up with a woman, right? And then on top of that, throw a kid, because a man is convinced once I have a kid, I've created something. I've done something. I've created a legacy. I've built this house. I've built this kingdom. I got a woman and a kid. But you really didn't build nothing. Because you have a woman and a kid does not mean you have a kingdom by any means at all. So now that you've got multiple kids out there, half of them ain't gonna see you because, bruh, you're a truck driver, so you're gonna be on the road. Everybody knows truck drivers have long ass hours. So it's only 24 hours in a day. So let's just do simple math, okay? Let's see if the math is mathing. We know it's not, but let's just play stupidity real quick, devil's advocate. 24 hours in a day. Let's give you 3 hours of sleep. So 21 hours left. Or let's give you 4 hours of sleep just to make it even. 4 hours of sleep, okay? So now we got 20 hours left, all right? You got to go to work. So work is what? 7 to 8 hours. So we subtract that again from 20, which brings us down to what? 11, 12 hours. So let's go with 12 hours. Let's say you give each kid an hour. That's still only, let's throw in commuting at that too. So that's still only 10 kids you can essentially see in one day. But nigga, you got 30 of them. You got 30 of them. You see how the math ain't mathing, my boy? You see how the math ain't mathing, but you proud to have your kids. In the picture, he said 9 of them didn't come. The baby mamas didn't want to be involved. I wouldn't want to be involved in the madness either. First of all, woman, how you let that man get you pregnant in the first place? Did you know about him is the question. Did you know about him before you let that man shoot your club up? That's my question. Because if you did, and you still let that man shoot your club up, knowing that he had 30-something kids, that says a lot to you, about you, to me. And it's not like I'm trying to be judgmental or nothing. My boy, my girl, I'm not trying to be judgmental, sir, my good sir. But there's some issues there. And there's some issues there if you let a man shoot your club up after he let you know that, oh, man, I already got 30 kids. Because why would you throw yourself in that madness? Why would you do that? Why? No self-respecting man does that. Because he knows it's more important. The financial aspect you niggas don't understand is not just money that takes care of kids. There is a huge mental, emotional, spiritual toll, a spiritual building that's involved in taking care of kids. And you dudes don't do it by any means at all. At all. But you want somebody to be like, well, as long as he can take care of them. Y'all did that shit with Nick Cannon. As long as he can take care of them. Let's be real. Nick Cannon, that money is gonna start dwindling because Nick Cannon, like, ain't nobody really messing with him. They really not. They really not. So give him 5 years, his money gonna start to dry up. Okay, real fast. It's gonna start to dry up real fast. But yeah, I just had to talk about that really fast with that 30 kids. Like, I just don't understand. So let's move on to like two more things and then we'll end this live. I really fast wanted to talk about Lil Nas X. So Lil Nas X, y'all, if y'all don't know, the BET nominations just dropped. Let me see. I took I think I saved it. Okay, BET nominations for 22. So we have for best female R&B pop artist, we have Ari Lennox, Chloe, Doja Cat, her, Jasmine Sullivan, Mary J. Blige, and Summer Walker. Good list, okay, for best female R&B pop, okay? We all know Doja Cat kills it. Jasmine Sullivan, absolutely. Mary J. Blige, Summer Walker, Chloe, Ari Lennox. Good mixture. Best male R&B and pop artist, we have Blast. I love him. He's my ringtone right now. Chris Brown, Giveon, Lucky Day, The Weeknd, Wizkid, and Young Blue. I don't know why Young Blue's on there. I mean, Young Blue only has a song with Kalani right now, but I don't think he's not got a lot going on, if you ask me. So when that dropped, there was a little confusion on Lil Nas X's side, right? So then we have the best new artists: Baby Keem, Benny the Butcher, Lotto, Money Long, Tim's, and Young Blue. Tim's that bitch, y'all. Tim's, you can barely understand what the hell she be saying, but the shit sound good. Sound like she talking in cursive, but the shit sound good. That's all I know. Let's see. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so basically Lil Nas X sees that Jack Harlow gets a nomination, but not him, right? And so it's understood that, like, for him, it's kind of like, well, damn, like, I kind of had, let me see, he actually made a post. Let me pull up the post, what he said. Okay, here he goes. So this is what Lil Nas X says, okay? He tweeted, "Thank you, BET Awards, an outstanding 0 nominations again. Black excellence." And he did like the little praying hands in a heart. And then he said, not even that doesn't even have to be nominated. It just feels like Black gay people have to fight to be seen in this world. And even when we make it to the top, MFers try to pretend we are invisible. I don't know, maybe three of the biggest songs of last year and critically acclaimed album, I feel that should have helped me a bit. Oh, because somebody asked what he put out. And he said, and Lil Nas X really did, he took over last year. He had 3 of the biggest songs. Like, it was bopping, okay? Lil Nas X was doing the damn thing. He really was. And so it is kind of confusing. Like, how does Jack get a nomination at the Black Entertainment Television, but then also, too, I forgot Black Entertainment Television happens to be ran by white folks, now that I think about it. But that still don't mean like people can't help it. How do you guys feel about Lil Nas X not being put in the ring or getting any type of nominations, but Jack Harlow does? Because Jack Harlow was a collaboration with Lil Nas X. Y'all couldn't even give that man a nomination. It's not that y'all let the man win, but damn, not even a nomination. Not even a nomination. The man literally had Billboard. He was top 5 Billboard with all top 10 Billboard with all of his songs in 1 year. So y'all just gonna ignore that? Okay, and it's giving real. We know what it's giving. We know what it's giving, girls. It's just giving, we don't want that around here. And it's just kind of like, damn, like, are we really not progressed none? Like, even in the face of talent, y'all, Lil Nas X is talented as, okay? He's very talented. And he's opened up a lot of doors. I think Lil Nas X as well. He made room for Saucy Santana. Lil Nas X walked so Saucy Santana can run. Because, bitch, that little snippet that he posted with that Beyonce sample, oh, that's gonna run this summer. I can already tell that shit's gonna run. It's gonna run for sure. So Saucy Santana and him actually have a song together. I don't think they released it yet, but I think that tides are turning. Gay Black men are being able to be in the music industry, and people are actually being receptive to it. Saucy Santana grew on me so much. Lil Nas X grew on me so much. simply just because I'm a person who listens to music. Like, I don't care who makes the music. Do you make good music? Period. And they do. They really do. They make better music out here than these other rapper niggas who just mumbling on the beat. If we want to be honest, it's curated. It sounds good. Like, it's just like, how are y'all still not giving credit where credit is due? If y'all really about the music and about the arts, y'all not gonna really care about the artists. It's just kind of like sad that they were still in that time and space is all I'm saying. But tell me what you guys think about Lil Nas X not getting any nominations. Do you feel like it's fucked up that he didn't get none, but Jack Harlow did? Because I really feel like that's ass backwards for the white boy on the black boy song to get nominated. Like, I'm just not understanding. Hey. I just want to hey, how you doing, B Stokes? Appreciate you for tuning in. We just ended talking about Lil Nas X, okay? We just ended talking about him. And move on. Okay, so here's one thing too I also wanted to talk about really, really quick. Now that the case is over, I want to talk about it because y'all, this Johnny Depp Amber Heard case was going. It was going. I think nobody talked about it because it was just too complicated. Like, it was just way too complicated to break down. But basically, hey, I appreciate you for tuning in, Mr. Benjamin. Appreciate you for tuning in. We were just ending on Lil Nas X. For those of you who were just popping in, we were talking about Lil Nas X not getting any nominations for the BET Awards. So y'all, what do you guys think about Lil Nas X not getting nominated and Jack Harlow getting a black, entertainment television nomination over a black man? Y'all think it's because Lil Nas X is one of the girls? Okay, do y'all think that's what it is? I mean, it's starting to look that way. It's really starting to look that way. But yeah, let's go ahead. So the case is finally over between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. So I'm gonna try to read through this and we just gonna see what it says. I'm just gonna read a little bit of the information, not too much, because honestly, yeah, he definitely had to. What you say? He said, yeah, he definitely had to add to some to get that. Are you talking about Lil Nas X? Benjamin, are you talking about Lil Nas X? But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about this freaking hell of a case because it was just so much going on. So basically, the verdict is in. Amber Heard basically got called guilty. And she is, let's see, okay, here it is. The verdict is in. Jury finds Amber Heard liable for defamation. Has to pay $15 million in damages. 15 million in damages of defamation. Okay. The compensatory damages, 10 million. The punitive damages, 5 million. Okay. They find that in favor of Johnny Depp and on her countersuit. She has a countersuit though. In the countersuits, jury awards Amber Heard $2 million in countersuit after she claimed Johnny Depp's lawyer called her abuse allegations a hoax. So basically, this was a quid pro quo of like, you did some shit, she did some shit, and we just gonna award it as, as such. You said, why Amber Heard even get $2 million? That's what it said. It said Amber Heard got $2 million in countersuit after she claimed Johnny Depp's lawyer called her abuse allegations a hoax. So basically, it was defamation on both sides. Is really what it was. Both of them niggas was talking shit about each other. Both of them were abusive. Let's just be real. That you could tell that was an abusive, toxic relationship on both sides. Is what it was. It really, honestly was. And it may have been more on Amber's side because she's a white woman. She was giving real Karen. A lot of women who are with Johnny Depp said the nigga had, drinking issues. And he actually, when his taxes, I think he got in trouble with the IRS or whatever, and it came out that he was spending all his money on wine, shipping it in from other countries. He was spending like $2 million a year on wine or some shit like that, Yeah, okay. There was definitely some things going on. So let me read on. Let me tell you what happened. Okay. Let's see. Johnny Depp says the jury gave him his life back. Oh, Lord. Johnny Depp says that the jury gave him his life back after finding Amber Heard liable for defamation. I hope that my quest to have the truth be told will have helped other men or women to never give up. Aw, don't that sound like a good written, a good written note? It's just never give up. So right now that Amber Heard is kind of like on the downside of this case, of course, it has people looking like, well, if she guilty, now it's like going to be basically a snowball effect of like now going forward. Already people struggle believing women. It's like, oh, now that she lost this case, they're going to feel like that gives it more leeway for women to not be believed once again overall. And so Amber Heard, what she said in rebuttal to that was, Amber Heard calls the verdict a disappointment and a setback for women who speak up for domestic violence. I'm sad I lost the case, but I'm sadder that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. Boy, them white women know how to pull out that card, don't they? Speak freely and openly. Bitch, yeah, you can speak freely and openly, but there's always gonna be consequences. Let's see. What you say? How's she even going to pay him? Like, she didn't even have her own money for her case and use the money she got in divorce settlement for it. Oh, well, that's tea to me. That's tea to me, because I didn't know that, y'all. I didn't know she didn't have her own money. I think I knew that, Johnny Depp was helping her out, but I mean, shit, she can ask Tasha K. She can ask Tasha K how she paid that money she ain't got. That was messy. She can ask Tasha K how she did it. Bitch, I ain't got the money. How you do it, Tasha K? Because I know you had the money either. She can ask Tasha K how she did it. She can simply installment plan. She can put her house up for collateral. She can she can, at the end of the day, she a woman. And if there's a woman at the end of the day, when you ain't got nothing, coochie gonna sell always. Coochie sells all the time, 24 hours of the day, and it's always a hot commodity. So I mean, if all else fails, you can ask Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman, if you can Pretty Woman the bitch out of the hell out of the shit. Going forward, what does this mean for both of them? Honestly, I think Johnny Depp is gonna go back into the abyss. Or that definitely be Stokes, or dodge it like Tierra Marie, because bitch, she playing dodge ball with 50 Cent. Okay, she has been dodging that nigga for I don't know how many years now, like 2 or 3 years now. Girl, she is not. She's saying I'm not paying that man nothing. But the only difference with Tierra Marie is her shit is accruing interest. All right, so the longer you not paying, girl, you gonna be struggling boots. I don't think you want to do that. Okay. So Amber Heard, do you guys believe some of her allegations? I heard that she said that he choked her, they fought each other, he threw drinks at her. It was a lot, okay? This definitely looks like some low-key Bobby Whitney, the white version of Bobby and Whitney. Y'all was getting hooped up, okay? Y'all was getting lifted on that cocaine. That's a good strong drug the white folks like to take. I mean, black people too, but it's a white people thing. That cocaine, a little bit of that little book of sugar. Okay. I think a lot of that had to play in it. I think all that expensive ass wine that Johnny Depp was flying in had to play in it. And I think y'all were just enjoying the toxicity of it all. Okay. Yeah, we fighting in the fight. Okay. That's basically what it is. But $15 million, girl, that's a loss. Tasha K had to pay back 15, or was it 4 million or something like that? It was one of them. She just did her appeal. Tasha K just did her appeal for the thing. And it's like, girl, quit fighting. Girl, quit fighting. It's proof. It is proof that you was talking shit about Cardi B. So, girl, you might just want to back up off that one, okay? And just take your loss, your L, run with your tail between your legs, girl, and let it ride. Just try to figure out how you can make your money back ASAP, because if you don't, bitch, they're gonna be hot on your ass, okay? Yeah, I don't know what to feel about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. At this point, two niggas need to go their separate ways, and that be it that, okay? Oh, something just dropped. Okay, so this is gonna be the last thing I talk about, okay, you guys? So, allegedly, Bethany Frankel to receive Reality Royalty Award at 2022 MTV Movie and TV Awards. So y'all know they do the MTV TV Awards or whatever, and she received the honor for Reality Royalty. I get it, but don't get it, right? because at the end of the day, Bethany is one of the OG housewives who did kind of, she built something. She did what she was supposed to do. Y'all, Skinny Girl sold for hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm just letting y'all know that. If I'm not mistaken, Skinny Girl sold, okay? So it definitely, it turned into Skinny Girl popcorn, everything, a whole bunch of stuff. So Bethany, she did what you're supposed to do as a housewife. You come in here and you make that shit shake, okay? Don't do like Sheree did and come on and just try to show you got money instead of actually having money. Because girl, we still trying to figure out how you built that house and you ain't got no money, and we definitely know your nigga ain't got no money because he just got out of jail for wire fraud. Okay, so Bethany being awarded the Reality Royalty Award. Now, a lot of people saying, what happened to Nene and Tiffany Pollard? What about them? Because Tiffany Pollard is the HBIC. She started this stuff. She started the reality TV gold. That definitely was Tiffany. New York is in the motherfucking house, okay? It started with her. And so I think because we're just not remembering that this is the MTV Awards, that they're going to award white people, unfortunately. And we all know that Nene, yes, she is a reality TV royalty thing and all that type of stuff like that. But how do you award somebody with such negative press around them as well, too? Because reality, you know, Nene has kind of really sold up, unfortunately, the end of her career, and she could have walked away and wrapped it in a pretty bow, but instead she wrapped that bitch in ugly ass duct tape. Like, you really could have walked away and sold your career up with a nice pretty little bow, but instead you got that ugly ass gray Scotch tape taping around your career, and it ain't looking too good, my girl. Nene, you really had the world, you really did, but then your head got big. You started acting sideways. You started being ungrateful. You started getting a real nasty attitude that nobody wanted to be around. You started calling your boss a cokehead. You started doing a whole bunch of stuff, right? And you thought people were just going to slide behind you, keep riding for you till the wheels fall off. And that's not how it works, boo-boo. It's not. I think the only reason Bethany won it is because she's a safe bet. You know, she is somebody who is considered an OG and considered, you know, somebody who did what they were supposed to do on, you know, reality TV, but it's just reality royalty though. Like royalty, I mean, she up there, but like I don't know how I feel about that. I think they're also not going to give it to Tiffany as well because of how long ago it was that Tiffany was on, you know, I Love New York or whatever, all that type of stuff like that. So I think that plays a huge part in it. I think they're looking for somebody a little bit more, you know, recent. But Tiffany, New York needs some motherfucking acknowledgement. She is the original, okay, of this reality TV shit. That's just the truth. So what do you guys think about Bethany winning the reality royalty? And I know Nene gonna come out any second now. Nene's bound to come out any second now and say some shit because y'all know she love to talk. Hell, but she might be a little preoccupied getting sued by her man's ex-girlfriend. Y'all. The ex-girlfriend is suing. The ex-girlfriend is suing Nene. Now, I don't have all the information, so I'm not going to talk about it yet. When all the information comes forward and everything like that, I'll come and talk to you guys about it. But, girl, now this dude that she with, this old black Santa Claus looking ass nigga, his ex is talking about she got proof that he's been abusive and all types of stuff. So I was like, oh, not another abusive nigga. But what else would we expect? Yeah, so you guys, that's been this live. Y'all, we've been talking for damn near a little over an hour. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I really do. I'm gonna start doing some more lives. I promise. Like, it's just like life is life, and I really would like to explain to y'all everything that's been kind of going on. Maybe one day I feel like I'll do a video and just kind of like just talk about everything, because not only on my channel do I want it to be about reviews and like, you know, life and stuff like that. I want you guys to kind of get a sense of who I am, my family is, all that type of stuff, you know. So that's something I think I'll be looking forward to. Maybe start doing like story times on my channel and stuff like that, and just kind of give a, you know, a little more backstory and why everything just kind of be going haywire in my life sometimes, because it just, like I said, life be lifing. But yeah, you know, I really appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I promise you, I do. The love. I appreciate y'all for always tuning in, even though sometimes my reviews be running a little bit behind, but I'm gonna get better. I promise I'm gonna get better. But Y'all, that has been everything for this live, for trending topics. If anything else pops up, anything that y'all heard, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know so your girl can look into it. And that's something we could talk about on the next live. But as of right now, y'all make sure to follow. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know either if you want to go to my Twitter or my Instagram, y'all follow my Instagram or Snapchat. My Instagram, I have 2 of them. It's going to be GGDoll0321 and my backup, GGDoll_for real. My last one I don't know what happened. That bitch went away and they finally brought it back. But to be safe, I'm going to keep both accounts. So follow both my Instagram and Twitter. And you know what? If you want to donate to the channel, don't be shy. $1, $2, bitch. Hell, a tank of gas, a bitch will take it. Okay, $5. All right. Anything is grateful over here. Also to my channel because I want to give me another ring light. So anything that's what also would go to, donate to the channel if you want to. But you guys, I love y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in, being members of the Juice Box crew, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.